Hello and welcome once again to the Chaotic Minds. I'm your host, Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase. And with me are my co-hosts.
Hello, I am Henry Montney, also known as Mayhem Hearts Mace.
And I am Dark Trooper, coming from live from my couch.
Awesome.
We've got quite the show for you tonight, so please be sure to stick around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it around to everyone so we can all stay up to date on everything that is chaotic. So,
that one right there.
Get into our weather. So, how's the weather looking out there for you guys today?
It's raining, it's pouring, we're singing a song that's boring.
Yeah, it's cold and rainy. The mornings are about 20 degrees, and the afternoons are to evenings are probably about 40, and it drops back down to 20. Right now it's raining, so it's in 35, just enough for it to not freeze. And then it's going to freeze and turn to ice. So we have a
fun
maybe a slip and slide on anybody that's going to work early in the morning. So be mindful while driving out there. Please feather your brakes. Don't slam your brakes. Feather your brakes, meaning tap them. That's how you slow down accordingly without losing control.
And also don't you wear your brakes too.
Yep.
Here it's the same, cold, rainy, but on the West Coast it is also rainy rain. But it's not going to last as long. The rain is not going to last as long as it is going to be down here. It's still pretty cold on the West Coast. It's looking like it's still going to be pretty much the same as it is here. It's going to be a mixture of rain, sun, and clouds, and for the next couple of weeks.
All right, so looks like we're going to be having a wet few weeks coming up. But hey, it's as they say, April showers bring May flowers.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully after all this rain showers, hopefully we'll be getting some much nicer weather. We need it after all this cold and rain and nasty
heat. We want warmth. We've had several months of cold. We want warmth. Say it with me. We want warmth. We want warmth.
We want warmth. I mean, warmth. Yeah. Warmth. Why isn't 2 days?
So, as we look into this future weeks coming up, let's get some relationship advice. All
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. All right, out there, for all of you, we already covered communication. Make sure about that correctly. For this one, it's going to go into the concept of knowing when to not tick off your significant other. You see they're having a rough or mean day or something's going on, they had a hard time at work, or say the other significant other was taking care of the children and having a rough day. Never take anything out on them. Understand that they're probably having it rough. Maybe surprise them with something. Say, I'll be back in a little bit. I forgot something. Come back with some flowers or maybe chocolates or whatever else they like. If not, you see that, say the wife needs some relaxation by themselves. You take care of the kids. Watch them yourself for a little while. Go on an adventure. Pull up some Dance Dance Revolution. That's right, people, DDR. Kids love that game, and you get them tired faster.
And you at home, it won't cost you $20.
Oh yeah, always good to have. Man, anything else you guys have for a question for relationship advice that I can help any of you guys with?
Man, I remember when arcades used to cost $0.25.
Oh yes, back in the day.
I know I'm going
So-
on top.
No, you're fine. Any questions you guys have for relationships questions that could be out there for the world?
What would you do? What would you say would be your approach to meeting somebody for the first time you find attractive?
Approaching them properly, probably complimenting them in a certain kind of kind way. Maybe their attire, or the way their hair is, or eyes, or whatnot. Maybe stating lovely weather. Maybe spark up a conversation, explaining how the weather is that day, and they may agree or not.
No pickup lines.
Yeah, really, they don't always work. And if you can get a girl to laugh, that matters more. Maybe crack a joke instead of a pickup line, because that usually works. I prefer the whole, "Hey, how you doing today? You seen anybody strange and unusual? Because I know I'm one of them."
Beetlejuice joke.
Oh yes. All right, now that's enough for relationships for now. We'll always have some more for later. Back to you, Thunderbase Studios.
Alrighty. And so now that we've got that out of the way, so let's keep this on moving. We are going to be moving to our safety section. So let's get ready for some safety tips and scam protection.
Be aware, people, that tax season is almost done. With tax season is almost here. You haven't filed your taxes. Do it now.
Oh yes, and if while you're doing that, there's always going to be somebody trying to call you or contact you and saying that you sent it to the wrong information and you need to give them the proper information to get the taxes. Do not trust or answer those texts, emails, or calls. They will steal your information and they will take those from you. Never give any viable information. Don't give your full name. Never acknowledge who you are to a scam caller.
In particular, if you're on social media, be careful on there too. Don't click on random links. Do not fall for scams, because they are just as prevalent on social media as they are on your phone.
Oh yes, there are plenty out there where people will post a message and you think it's click this and it'll send a picture of something, but when you click the message, it's trying to download and put a virus to your phone, taking all your sensitive information and data.
And pics.
Be mindful, don't click on people's links, especially if there's somebody you do not know and or trust.
Or an
Also-
obvious one where it's like, "Hey, I'll give you $50 on Steam if you click on this link."
Or they say something about sending you money in a cash app right now, $5,000. If you click this link and help them with just a little inconvenience fee. That's a scam. Anything that says anything like that, or if you get those random links from those lonely fan ladies in the world, they're sending you these one after another after another. Do not click those links. Do not trust those links. They're harvesting your data, let alone trying to get you to simp for them and pay for them. No. Earn your keep, people.
Yes. Now, do you have any actual safety tips for the people we have?
Oh, yes, we have quite a few. When it comes to safety, always wear eye protection depending on what kind of tools you're using or machinery. If you're always around saws or whatnot, like myself and such, always wear stuff like that, or gloves or protection gear, PPE, personal protective equipment. Keep your fingers and or hands away from machinery, presses, and or saws. You may lose something.
Unless you have sufficiently locked them out and secured them so that the power is off and secured, do not put your hands. I personally imagine that there is a bubble around those areas in which I can lose fingers and other body parts. Trust me, they can't always attach them, and you don't always regain that dexterity you had before you lost the finger.
Oh yes, it's scary. You don't want that. And when it comes to these certain things, I don't think it's just going to be, oh, like I got a hydraulic press to my hand for a second, I'll be fine. No, now it's a pancake. Now the bones are destroyed and the nerves are gone.
And then you become the one-armed man.
Yes. Be very mindful. I've seen a lot of videos out there and safety things because I am certified for safety. Very scary stuff out there, people. You do not want to mess with certain stuff. I always double check something before I do anything. I always take my time. Don't rush something. Patience is virtue when it comes to working with things. You have a proper assembly line for something or anything. Steady and slow is the way to go because you'll actually move proper. Because it's like cutting something. You measure twice. You cut once, so you don't have an issue. You don't want to come back and redo that job because now it's going to take you double, triple, or more time than it was. Let alone it costs you money. So.
And a more precious commodity, time.
Oh yes, your time is very valuable, especially when you are trying to keep a quota or such of anything, depending on what your job is. Remember, don't rush things, or you will have accidents.
Right, that's right, because we all need to keep our eyes open, keep ourselves safe. Now, people who are always kept safe, and we always love them for it, it is that time of the night for our celebrity birthdays.
Hello. All right, we last left off on April 2nd, so now we're on April 3rd. And then we go up to par till now, till the 9th. So we're going to start off April 3rd. We have Amanda Baines, 39, TV actress. I remember her from the Amanda Show.
Oh,
I remember all that.
Yep.
That's America's sweetheart.
Not anymore.
No.
Things have changed, and I'm so sorry that it's that way for you. Hopefully things get better. Next on the list, Eddie Murphy, 64, movie actor, amongst comedian and other things. He is one of my favorite actors.
Legend.
You know, a lot of people didn't like him in that Mars movie as being like a cop, like Bruno Mars thing, or not Bruno Mars, but you know what I mean. But yeah. I enjoyed that movie. Other movies in him, the part 2 was all right, but part 1 was
he is Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, yeah, he is Dr. Dolittle, and Coming to America.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and more important, Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes. Oh yes, and also the one where he had the one Buddhist kid, and there was all the demon monsters trying to chase him, and he had to use the sacrifice knife that bit him.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what that movie was called. Oh, Golden Child. That's what it's called. Golden Child. That's one I think you, DJ Thunderbase, need to check out. You would like that one. Bit of comedy, bit of martial arts.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right, next on the list. Alec Baldwin, 67, TV actor.
Oh.
And then
Alec Baldwin.
Paris Jackson, 27, model. All right, we'll end off with one last one for this one. Sarah Jeffrey, 29, TV actress. Now we're going on to April 4th. Oh, lo and behold, Robbie Downey Jr., 60 years old, movie actor. That's
Iron Man.
By far one of the greatest Marvel characters you could be, and how he played and surprised everybody. And at the very end of just saying, I am Iron Man, just blew everybody's mind.
I still agree with those that are saying, though, that Disney did miss a chance there, because the actual song from Black Sabbath, Iron Man, would have worked.
It would have been 100%. 100%.
They actually did put it at the end of the first movie, of the first Iron Man movie.
Yes, but they could have redid did it right there, right when he snapped his fingers,
Mhm.
and just that would have been like great. But it wouldn't. The only thing is, I think the reason they didn't fully do that was because of the whole emotional. It was
Mhm.
emotional aspect. It'd be kind of hard to see the emotional when you're hearing that song. You're more raging to that song. You're not, oh damn, he's dying. He would be raging to his death instead. It's a little different.
Well, I will say there are some concept videos out there that actually show it's really good.
Oh, true. Well, we'll check it out. All right, another one. Heath Ledger, 1979 to 2008, movie actor, the Joker. Rest in peace, buddy. You were the perfect like what Joker would be in real life. You played what Joker would be in real life, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
No one else can ever say that they could do as good.
10 Things I Hate About You, I think it was the movie he was in.
I love that movie. It was a good movie. All that is Taming the Shrew. It's just it's a rehash of Taming the Shrew. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. I enjoyed them. I like them for different reasons.
Actually seen the play.
Oh, the play is great too. Yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You. I love that movie. Plus, he just A Knight's Tale.
Yes, that was the one I was thinking.
That was the greatest one he was in, I believe. Besides, obviously, the like playing as Joker in the Batman. It's gonna keep going now. Let's go with you over here, Todrick Hall, 40, pop singer. And then Jill Scott, 53, R&B singer.
Ooh.
Oh, here's one that we as a comedian, David Cross, 61, TV actor and comedian. Guys know him from a lot of the scary movies, like the comedy scary movies. He was the guy in the wheelchair.
Okay.
Perverted scene. That's just one of the best ones I can think of. There's a bunch of other ones he's in. I'm sorry, that's the one I remember you in the most.
Men in Black. He was in the first two.
All right, we'll end it for that one. We're going to go into April 5th. Here we go. Dominic Mysterio, 28, pro wrestler.
Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Yup. Harry Williams, 52, music producer. Wow, he's a producer now. He used to just be a singer.
Mm-hmm.
He just jumped up to the top, didn't he? All right, Lily James, 36, TV actress. We'll do one more on that one. Juicy J, 50, rapper.
Oh.
Now we are now on April 6th. Peyton List, 27, TV actress. I've seen her in a couple things.
She's a Disney actress.
Yep.
She played. It was in Jessie, actually.
Oh yeah. All right. So another one is Candace Cameron Brew, 49, TV actress. Oh, here's one that's the one that we know. Paul Rudd, 56, movie actor, Ant-Man, and amongst other different things.
Nice.
I actually like him as Ant-Man. He's done a great concept and skill, especially because they still did the whole Hank Pym handing it down via the torch the proper way. They still did it in that kind of format. Most places, most of the movies these days are just, here, now you have it. No, explain it.
Plus, he also brings a good comedy aspect to Ant-Man along with
100%.
Serious.
He is intelligent, but he's more comedic. All right, last one for this one. We're going to go with, Lil Jojo, 1994 to 2012, who's a rapper.
I got one too. Billy D. Williams, best known for Lando Calrissian.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
All right, April 7th. Jackie Chan, 71, movie actor. That's one of my favorite martial artists all time.
Mr. Drunken Grandmaster himself.
Nope. He's in Super Cop 1, 2, and I think 3, and then he's also so many other different things. The Kingdom.
Rush Hour.
All the Rush Hours.
Yes.
All the Drunken Fists movies. Did you guys know that the Super Cop movie where he was in the mall and he slid down that electric pole of lights and got electrocuted. That was all real, and
Yeah.
he actually died. He got shocked all the way down to the bottom to death, and then hit the ground. And once it hit the ground, that's what brought him back to life. And he got back up. Off. Whoo! That was a real reaction of I died and I came back, and they filmed it. Go.
Mhm.
Just and also the falling off the cliff thing.
Always insisted
twice?
on
That was
doing
real.
his own- He always insisted on doing his own stunts.
That's why
Yep.
you don't see him as often as nowadays, because he can't do it no more. He's an old man.
Those last couple movies, he still kicks some butt, man. He give me a run for my money until I Hulk on him. But that's a different story. All right, Annie Marie, 34, pop singer.
Oh.
And then Brandon H. Lee, 26, TV actor. Now, you probably know that one.
I got
Another one here. Oh,
Russell Crowe.
I literally was just about to bring that one up. I was looking right at that. 61 years old.
Gladiator.
Oh, yes, him and Gladiator.
He
All right,
also,
that
he
was
also
I
played Javert in the movie version of Les Mis.
I would argue that Gladiator is one of his top tier best movies of his.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But that's one of my favorite movies with him in it. And there's quite a few more, but that one. Another, now we're going into April 8th. Forrest Frank, 30, rock singer. Wow, he's 30 now. Wow, I feel old. All right, here we go. C.D. Lamb, 26th football player. Eric Porter, 1928 to 1995, movie actor.
Nice.
And then Wu Jin, 28, pop singer. We'll end it for that one, and we're going into our today, April 9th. We have Lil Nas X, 26, a rapper. Guy really likes rocking pink hats. Respect, dude. Kristen Stewart, 35, movie actress. Oh, I'm older than her? I was older than you. So all those movies, you're actually younger than me to hold on. Weird. Why do I do this to myself? Gerard Way, 48, rock singer. I'm sorry if I ruined your first name, dude. Ellie Fanning, 27, movie actress. And then last on the list, we'll do Dennis Quaid, 71, movie actor. Hope I said that last name right. But that is your stars for the week and their birthdays.
We do
Hope you enjoy.
apologize if we mispronounce your names.
I'm going to do it a lot.
Same.
Well, happy birthday to every one of them, and
You and Jackie Chan the most.
yes, and we hope for many more years from you guys.
Oh, yes.
Next,
I need to go rewatch some old movies now. I have a lot of Jackie Chan's old movies.
The tuxedo was actually really fun.
next is our probably one of our more anticipated segments. Here's our lore news.
Hello out there. Tonight we're going to be talking about the story. Have you ever gone to a canyon and just spoken and hear your voice repeat back to you? Also known as an echo. What if I told you that there was a story behind that word? The story of Echo. Echo was a dryad back in the day who was a gossip. He was notorious for being a blabbermouth. and she unfortunately got on the wrong side of the gods, particularly one particular god named Hera. And if anybody knows who Hera is, she is the goddess. If those who don't know, she is the great goddess of marriage and the goddess of the the wife of Zeus and sister apparently. Anyway, she gossiped about the wrong thing and got cursed by Hera to always repeat what someone has said, which the last words that was spoken to her. A fate that led her to true tragic love of Narcissus, which is also a very tragic tale. Most Greek mythology is about Echo fell in love with a guy called Narcissus. Narcissus was also a tragic tale because he was a ladies' man, not as bad as Zeus, but definitely bad. And he was also killed to fall in love with the first thing he saw. And guess what he saw? A mirror. So he fell in love with himself. And then he died. Because he couldn't take his face away from that mirror long enough to
eat perhaps substance.
Fell in love with his reflection, captured his own image, and he just wasted away. So he just literally died. He died away. He was cursed by the goddess Nemesis, who's the goddess of vengeance, because of many things. So, thanks a lot. That's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next week. And subscribe.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe, and share, please. Thank you.
It really helps us. It puts food in our table, the nights in our power in our curves.
Why is my lights off?
Back to you, DJ Thunderbass.
So you're already done with the lore. Wow. We're moving pretty quickly today.
Oh yeah, for that lore, I love the concept of that. We can also have a chat about lore for a second if you like.
No, sure.
Yeah,
do we have the time, Devontae?
Oh yeah, we haven't even been on for half an hour yet.
Oh yeah, so we got plenty of time. All right, we can do a few minutes of chatting about some lore with it. I like the concept of that with Echo. Like, so did she just follow him around until he died, or
Yes. Yes, she did. She was so infatuatedly loving him that because he was a very beautiful man.
Why didn't she help feed him?
Because she couldn't. Because that would be against I'm guessing against the curse.
No one could help him. He had to feed himself. But if he was so enthralled with his own looks, how could he dare eat something in the mirror of himself?
Yep. And ironically, the one who cursed him was his own mother.
That's even more dark.
Well, Narcissus is not known to be a very compassionate goddess. She's the goddess of vengeance, after all.
True.
And very interestingly, one of the only gods who did not change very much between the Greek and Roman.
Well, I respect that much. Because some of them, things get weird. Like, Zeus, what? Man, I respect you, but dude.
Keep it in your toga.
Like, there's a time and place for that. He took all the time. He took too many places.
Dude, he turned into a swan and raped a woman.
He turned into an actual shower, a golden shower, as the concept was.
He's like the literal definition of the frat leader.
Yeah, he was the frat leader of the
That way of
Olympians.
saying it.
He is the
Oh,
the leader of the Olympians in
Like,
that way.
hated Devontae. I cannot express enough how much she hated him for the fact that he was sleeping around. Since she was not powerful enough to openly defy him directly, she did not hurt him. She hurt his kids. She made every Greek hero that was a son of Zeus life miserable.
Thus, the story of Hercules and many others,
That's for that Hercules,
which is one of my favorites. Is Hercules.
The tale of Hercules is for another podcast.
That is definitely that's
Yes.
that's a big one. All his chores and everything else, and dressing as a woman, and all the other things he had to do, and beating up so many different creatures.
That
that's
podcast that'll
that's
mainly be
that'll be a
that
special.
one will mainly be lore, news, and political tip.
Yeah.
Which
Back to
getting on to that. I think it's time we get into that, shall we?
Sure.
All right. And it's that time of the night, once again, for our critical chat.
All right. So, any kind of topics you want to bring up first, Dark Trooper?
Wow. We haven't really had much talk about the wars that has been going on right now. There hasn't really been much progress in with what's going on in with Ukraine or Israel. We're still, apart from the fact that the U.S. apparently uses Signal to discuss top secret information. Such a grand idea.
You know, you should still communicate with the people, or at least have a special chat that is connected to the people. The world is only for Americans. That if you have verified your identity, knowing that you are an American citizen, that you can get on this chat and the government can be like, hey guys, this is what's going on. This is what we're doing. Now, we know that each one of you see this, and we know if you'll share this or take this to another country or not. Or like something like that, because also it would help the government to know who's against them, against the country. At the same time, it'll help protect us, knowing we get the information that we've been wanting, and the enemy doesn't know what the hell's going on. Usually they send the information or tell us on the news a few weeks after whatever happened. And they never tell us beforehand or during. They always say it after, and they always change the subject. I don't know what goes on half the time unless I get contacts from people overseas in certain places that go, hey, by the way, this is what actually happened. And it's like months later.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I just think the biggest thing is that there are some things I do agree that should not be known, because I think
yeah, there's some Black Ops stuff. I agree. You can't just give everything out.
I think Men in Black said it best. There's always going to be something bad. There's always going to be a war. There's always going to be someone committing mass genocide. There's always going to be something else. Is the best way that people, the major populations, just go on with their happy lives is we don't know about it. Ignorance is bliss and all that. But on the other
true.
I
want to know
about certain aspects. Like if I'm hearing stuff like from sources that the stock market is crashing, that's scary to me, because that's going to affect not just someone who's not just someone like me who's not in the stock market, but somebody. It's going to affect everybody. And it's not fair. Us politicians should not be spending our political capital on stuff that's not going to benefit the American people. Now, I can understand there's some political capital that needs to be spent in order to do stuff like what the that one what was that bureau called? The Department of it was that Department of Sending it was that one department that was first hit by the Doge. I forget what it's called.
I don't remember what it's called. DYE.
Or something like that. And they actually served a good purpose because they helped people out in the world, not across our borders with essential goods and services, like giving them clothes, giving them food. With our
Do we have other companies and things that do that too, though?
Yeah, but that thing is not as effectively as the federal government because they have resources and stuff that those charities could only dream of. The fucking military, for fuck's sake, to help out with that.
Well, yeah, we have the Guard. They show up and they help out. I knew a lot of them. I almost became one myself, and I was like, I fight on the weekends. I don't have time to do this right now. I still don't have time. I don't have time to do anything. I barely have time to do this. 1 hour a day. All right.
What else? What else is going on in the world?
I don't approve of some of the war stuff, I'd say. Like, when you know someone just give up, but they have these drone kill things that I've seen on the internet just messed up. Guys are praying and begging, and they're just like, we're still going to kill you. Like, have the drones hold them and have a guy come up, and arrest them. Have them as a prisoner of war, or don't torture them. Get information the proper way, and then just hold them in the proper sections or whatnot. I don't know how all of that works. There's probably 10 more steps or more, but nonetheless, better than just mass murdering and putting it all over the internet and laughing about it and stuff. And both sides start hating each other more and more. It keeps going back and forth, and it's not just two sides anymore. Now it's like several. We are in World War III. People keep trying to say we're not. No, we are. We have been for years. It started when they moved in on them. And the concept of what World War means is more than two nations on a world front on like fighting, which we have numerous. China and North Korea. You have India and China. You have Russia and Ukraine, or not Ukraine, but you know what I mean. And then America, I don't know what the hell we're doing with it, but we petrodollared everything, and we kind of funded shit we shouldn't have funded.
Like Israel, I am absolutely against what Israel is doing with the Pakistanians because I understand that they attacked them. That I understand that completely, but there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and they are doing it the wrong way.
Well, funding them is a good thing for protection-wise, but they shouldn't be putting it into murder weapons. They should be putting it into defensive stuff and stating that this is our home and to not this is what we have signed and agreed for. We've offered you land several times or more, and you keep saying no, and then you're like, how dare you not offer us land? Like, we did, and why do you keep trying to kill us? Like, there's a lot of that. I just had to really I'm not even joking, this is weird, but got a message from a guy from Pakistan recently today. Never heard or seen or anything of this guy. No idea why he messaged me. And I asked him why. He said he was looking for friends. I'm like, you're from Pakistan. You're not from here. He's like, oh, I just want to know where you guys are, this, and this, and hang out. We could be friends. I'm like, no, I know why you're trying because you looked at my profile and it says I'm Jewish. Does that have anything to do with it? He's like, oh, maybe a little. We just want to hang out and stuff. I was like, no, I know what you want to do. You're not going to. You can have a nice day. So I reported the person and then I blocked them. I don't trust or respect in that kind of way of anybody trying to approve of genocide. The Jews have been genocided several times and came back holding their own as best they could. And I've witnessed myself even going through cities of like in Ann Arbor. And there were certain people of certain ethnicities going after the Jewish ethnicity. And people like me walking up, they're like, "Oh shit, you're big and mean and strong." I'm like, "Yeah," and I got a crew. And they see other people, and they're like, "We're all Jewish too," and they're like, we're like, "We know how to fight, so stay away. Stop trying to intimidate us, and stop trying to spread lies." It's like you have your says, we have ours, but there's like I've studied all of those religions. It's terrifying. It's knowing the three of the first, second, and third. Obviously, Judaism, then Christianity, and Catholicism, then going into the Muslim and whatnot. Plus, beforehand, the Wiccan and paganism, and then much things other as such. Just to learn them and know them, to know the pros and cons, so you can avoid certain things and strengthen yourself for other things you see and witness. When it comes to that, religion war is the big thing that keeps trying to pop up because, hey, all these political war stuff is dropping now. Okay, cool. Now it's going back to religion war again. No, we need
No.
to stop the crusade stuff. And it's wrong in every direction. Sure, it's fun in video games. Play and do it in a game.
Where
Don't do
nobody
it in
gets hurt.
reality.
The
Yeah.
only thing that gets hurt in a video game is feelings.
You can even have it so it's set this race of people versus this race of people, and you're like, okay, guys, these guys want to face off in a video game. Let's face off. Oh, look, they beat us. Okay, cool. We'll do it again.
What I also find most irritating about what's going on with Israel is that how so many people are claiming that it's anti-Semitic to disagree, to calling what's going on in Israel wrong. It's like literally there's two people have been in the news lately who just got blackbagged, who got kidnapped off the streets just because they supported the Pakistanis from not getting genocide, because they openly rejected the fact that they were, and then there's many people on the internet like Jake what's his name from TYT. He was called anti-Semitic all the time, but it's like he's not anti-Semitic for saying I am against what Netanyahu and the Israelites are doing to the Pakistanians.
I agree. I agree what you're talking about to a certain extent of that. With Jank, he always overblows things, but he does, have those moments where he talks and looks at you directly, and he's calm and says the things that he's feeling. I don't agree with a lot of what he says for weird reasons, which we're not going to get into because that goes to a whole other category. But we're not doing that.
No.
When it comes to that stuff, though, the whole point is knowing both sides and their true intentions. Because there's the one thing of them, the Pakistanians saying one thing and saying, "Oh, look, you're trying to cause genocide to us." Like, no, we're not, and they weren't. It's just they're the ones that were first trying to attack and cause genocide or harm and kill them and say it's their land now. I've spoken and used to be friends with some of these guys before they left off back to that country for war. I haven't seen or heard them since. I don't know if they're alive anymore, and I hope for the best. Used to cook with them and be a buddy with them and hang out and protect them. A little Pakistani dude and a tall Pakistani dude, and both buddies. They're funny, goofy, kind of like a Jay and Silent Bob kind of duo, but they were Pakistani. It was hilarious. But when it came to that kind of conversation, every time they would get heated and upset because it was enthralled in their head that they're being genocided all the time by them. And I'm like, when and where?
All the time, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I explained that stuff. And for the longest time, I couldn't tell anybody that where I worked at the time when I worked in Dearborn and stuff that I was Jewish and Wicked Pagan. Like, I couldn't mention any of that. The Wicked Pagan thing was one thing at one point because they were scared of witches. So I was like, okay, I'm a warlock. Fuck you. And they stopped fucking with me. But when time came and then they met my wife, found out she was Jewish, and then found out I was. They all acted different to me, and they all stopped being my friends, and they all started acting rude and disrespectful to me. And then it all changed, all because religion, and we were buddies for 7 or 8 years. Like, hung out, talked, chilled, played games, partied together. Martial arts, I would teach them how to fight. Like, I'm the one that taught them how to fight. And we would cook together, and they'd help me become a better cook. I was a cook, a server, I was a manager, I was a dishwasher, I was everything. I ran the place all the time, and I was the one that did the construction and repaired it and fixed everything. So I've been in the depths of some of the ones that are Americanized, the ones that just came off the boat here that have a different mindset. Some of it is scary. Some of it is kind of funny. Some of it's sad, just by how each one of them react. You have to talk to them and show them reality of this world's different. And at one point in time, their land was like ours. At one, they were modernized at one point. They were, I don't know if you remember how it was in the 1980s for like Iraq area and everything, and Pakistan and all the other areas. Just
yeah, that was before the religious
mixed,
guy in
yep,
there.
they mixed religion with state, and you're not supposed to.
It always ends in disaster.
And that's what happened. They had roads, they had buildings, they had structure, everything was going good. Everybody was working hard. They had things running like smooth. They were turning into a first world country fast. And then the religion church came in and forcibly joined with state and made
the Taliban.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, that made it worse because they were the muscle behind it, which was sadly paid and funded for because of America. Because of our corrupt politics that we need to fix. That's the concept and the issue that we've been dealing with this. Like,
actually, the main reason they formed the Taliban was to fight the Soviets during the
and then they turned it into against us.
And then they just took the tactics that we taught them and used it against us.
And the weapons.
And all that.
It's kind of messed up.
They looted off the Soviets as well.
It's like one of those like irony kind of moments. And the bad thing is we did it again in some kind of formal way by giving a bunch of money in buildings and vehicles and weapons in all these different buildings as we left was it Iraq or it was a fiasco. It was the fiasco that happened with
you're
Joe Biden
right.
and exiting everything out, and that's when they took advantage of all that, and they just took that money, all the weapons.
That was a complete and total fuck up on Joe Biden.
We funded the next 10 years at least with that, and knowing how they run with their military and weapons, that's 20 years because they know how to harvest and hold on to and build up and make it last. Thank you. That's a good word for it. They know how to make it last. Like, except for the helicopters. They were having too much fun, sadly, in a really dark, messed up way. It made me upset because I respect our brothers in arms. I respect our military, and I've been friends with many of them. I had roommates that were, I had buddies that were, and brothers and sisters that were, and family. And I fought alongside them in the cage and in the ring in different ways, or I trained with them, but I never could, be alongside them during a war. I never had that chance because I had breathing issues. And then they would come back. Yeah, but I did different things. I would help them out. I would help them get homes at the time, and I would fight with them in the ring or cage to release that rage. I'm like, all right, man, let's get in the ring. Let's go. I know you're mad. I know you're pissed off. Focus it on me. It's like, and then people are like, I can't, man. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at my because my ex, because I came home and she's cheating. I'm like, well, now I'm the asshole. Think of me as him. Beat my ass and just sure as hell, broke my nose at the time and busted me up real good, but made him feel better and made me feel better too. And it helps out sometimes. Just I can't do that stuff anymore. Obviously, I've gotten too injured, too old now. May not look it, but and man, Batman was pretty broken. You guys just don't know it. He won't let you know it.
He got his back broken by Bane. Of course he's broken.
Oh yeah, Bane snapped him, and it took 8 years to come back. And there was a 2 or 3 alternate Batmans in that time.
One of them was Dick Grayson.
Yep. And another one was this big old guy that was really tough and strong with a girl, redheaded Robin. And I think he died, I think, later. And
No, I
then
thought
real
that
Batman showed up.
was Bruce. I thought that was just old man Bruce.
No, that was it was supposed to be another guy. It's supposed to act like it was Bruce, but he's not. It was somebody else. Because Batman still had his back broke because it was a whole different body shape and attitude and everything.
No, I thought the funniest one was Bruce literally beating on Superman. Well, not for the first time. He's literally said, "I took me over a couple of decades and billions of dollars, but I finally found a way to beat you. And know this: I beat you, a mortal man with no powers, finally kicked your butt."
Oh, 100%. Like, Batman is one. Why do you think that he is one of the most popular besides Spider-Man? Superman's popular to a certain extent as a goody-goody, but he's actually well hated in a lot of ways because he's an alien still. He's still, yes, because he was American-made, like, grew up and everything. It's still not, it's not fair. It's not right. No one else could beat him. It's the thing. Batman is somebody people can inspire to be in some way, be a good kind of a guy, or even Spider-Man. You push beyond your limits. Like, Spider-Man's the whole goody-goody, I'll go no matter what, even to death. And Batman was, I'm going to show like bad guys that it's not safe for them to be bad anymore.
No, when you earn the respect of someone like Darkseid just by saying, "I will literally thermonuclear bomb your planet if you don't leave Earth alone, and if you don't give me back Superman, Kyra, and we leave in peace, and you leave our planet alone, or I will thermonuclear blow up your planet."
He also dodged his ray,
the Omega Beam.
The Omega Beam. Everybody else got hit by it like crazy. Batman was just like, I'm not scared and I know how to dodge. I am confident in all my moves.
Because he could dodge.
He paid attention to Sensei Piccolo.
100%.
And you know what? He could also dodge a wrench.
He can dodge a wrench. They showed episodes where he got thrown everything at him and he's dodging everything. I respect Batman. He's one of my favorite heroes to look up to when it comes to like human heroes. All the rest of them are like, super powered in some kind of way. So that it's not, you can't really put it against it. But for Batman, he's that hero you can actually look at and be like, you are just a mortal man like me and you can stand tall. It's like, you know what? I can too. No super serum, no genetic gamma, no super sun solar ray powers and secret energy field.
Another good one to look up to is Green Arrow.
But Henry, he did have a superpower. He was rich.
Yeah, him and Green Arrow both had that. That's technically the one thing they both
Green Arrow was not as rich as Bruce Wayne.
Not as rich. No. He was like a millionaire where Bruce Wayne was a billionaire.
Well, I think he was a trillionaire, honestly.
I think it upgraded to a trillionaire over time because, modern times. But nonetheless, he had that black card that had an unlimited number that there is no number.
He had the black card with no limit.
Yeah, it's the black card you show to people, and you should go to a store, you show it to them. It's like, sir.
No, I know. When I used to be a server, I was handed the black card several times in my life going, wow, that's what it looks like?
It's
heavy.
I got to shop with the black card. I got to shop with the black card with a few of my friends growing up.
Man, for me, it was messed up. The guy said, put whatever tip you want on there. I don't care how much. Add an extra 0 or 2. I'm like, I go over there and I'm about to sue my boss over here. He runs up and runs right behind me. No, you're not allowed to. If anybody's going to do that, man, he grabs it and gives it to himself. And I'm like, he took the order, transferred himself, gave himself a ridiculous tip, and then smiles like, yeah. I'm like, what about me? Oh, yeah, here, you gave me $20. Like, you deserved it. And I'm like,
motherfucker.
I got shaded and told, I got told I was going to get a piece of the pie. I got crumbs. I helped this guy make millions.
You got all
I
crust, no filler.
Yeah, and I had to pay for it at the end. He made a special banquet dinner for me and all the guys, and saying, "You guys get your piece of the pie. Oh yeah, by the way, this costs so much. You guys got to throw like $20-$30 a piece." We're like,
Nope. I literally put the plate down. It's like, nope, I'm not paying for that.
almost everybody did. I was one of them. I was like, you know what? Got up and was like, I'm just done. And then I quit not too long after. After 7 long like respectful, honorable years, just like I would work for you and work till death, like because as long as you took care of me, you paid good for it at the time and made sure I had food in my belly, I was happy. But then once we found out I was with a girl with Jewish descent, everything changed. So I just left. Never looked back.
Well, we're gonna
And he
do
took my concept.
We're gonna
Go
do
ahead.
one small little segment left. Just before we end this out, we're gonna do our upcoming event segment. All right. So this is the segment where we basically just let you guys know what all upcoming events are gonna be happening this week. And upcoming means literally any distance away, as long as it's past today.
All right, for me, I will let you guys all know that we have a Memorial Day parade on May 18th in Lincoln Park. It'll be starting at 1 p.m.
Ooh.
And then also another one that we have as well is Downriver Comics and Collectors Show. Toys, comics, collectibles, and more. Saturday, June 7th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, June 8th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Lincoln Park High School Gymnasium.
Nice.
Right.
So,
And there's also a costume contest for it, if you guys wanted to know about that.
costume.
Oh, yeah, $100 prize for whoever wins. For people of 16 and up and anybody of 15 and under, another $100 prize.
Oh, so it's pretty much fun for the whole family. Dress up and come on out and hang on out.
Also, the Gray Mercenary Knights will be there to perform.
Yes.
Will DJ Thunderbase be there to play his music?
Yes, I will. I will be there to be fully set up and performing for you guys an epic set.
Also, over in Charlotte, Charlevox, at Castle Farms, there's also the Queen's Quilting Retreat. Sounds actually very interesting.
Actually, quilting's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of sewing when I was younger, and it's funny. I'm the one that sews in the house. When the wife or the kid breaks or cuts or rips something,
that's actually happening right now.
They come up to me and I start sewing it and repairing it, and it's brand new, if not better.
Actually, this one actually sounds pretty interesting. Over in Grand Rapids, from April 9th to the 27th, Bricks to Buy Brick are the creative art of Lego.
Ooh, I love Legos.
So that started today then.
Yep.
I just don't have time to build Legos because it's even longer than models.
Yeah, but unfortunately it's over all the way over in Grand Rapids, so it's like it's not around the corner for us. That's literally going to Grand Rapids is literally if you're going to drive and come back, that's a weekend trip.
All right. So, any final statements before we close it out?
Yes. Turn in on Friday, 9 p.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time for our D&D game. Mayhem, as our DM, what's our theme this week?
All right, for this week, it is a MSO8 Gundam. So you guys got to fight off with the 08 MS team and see if you can survive. Either you're going to be the Gundams or the Zaku's are trying to wipe them out. You guys determine. We'll find that out.
All right, that sounds really fun. So I'm looking forward to that this weekend. But we will catch you here next week on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I am DJ Thunderbase, also known as Devontae Ewing, signing off. Hope to see you all next week.
Got it.